new INT cadets, new AS-100s. I broke my time hack apparently in this little speech I was going to give you, so I'm just going to introduce myself real quick. I'm a cadet in this program for the past 4 years. I'm graduating this semester with the rest of the AS-400s. I'm off to Laughlin Air Force Base. Very excited about that because I'm actually from like California, so I guess they're kind of
Nowhere near soon.
They might be way different, but it's near Mexico, so that's good for me. I'm a political science major. I have a minor in French, and I'm debating whether or not I'm going to do my minor in American history, but we'll see how that goes. I'm getting kind of unmotivated on the school side, which you should never do. But just to keep things moving along, this is my advice. The tight day. She's going to be giving you a quick briefing. I look forward to seeing you all this semester. If you have any questions at all, go through your chain of command, or if you just want to say hello, I'd love to meet you all. New cadets, feel free to introduce yourself. Thanks.
All right, like Mohammed said, I'm Cadet Taide, and I'll be briefing you on the introduction to Air Force ROTC and the honor code. So I'll be going over the introduction, consequences, and repercussions, and then the honor code. All right, so the goal of this program is to prepare all of you guys for active duty. And the way to do that is to teach you guys to become leaders, because all officers are in some way leaders. So to do that, you'll be put in many leadership positions, starting from marching the flight to the PT field, or going to LLAB. Maybe one day you'll be a flight commander, group commander, or a wing commander, cadet wing commander. Also, during this semester, you'll learn a lot. There's a lot of knowledge that will be put upon you that you will have to retain. That includes knowing how to wear the uniform, how to march a flight, how to lead, and then also things like learning the match comms, the chain of command, and things like that. I also want to stress for all of you to keep your head in the news and know what's going on in the world and also in the Air Force world. So it shouldn't be like you have no idea what's going on in the world, in the US. So make sure that you read up on the news and keep involved. Also, as you probably already know, there's a big stress on physical fitness. You all are expected to be physically fit. We have PT 3 times a week, but like Colonel Terrell said, that's not enough. You have to make sure that you take time on your own to work out and make sure that you're physically fit. Scoring a 100 on the PT test is a great goal to set. It may be harder for some of us to achieve that, but once you do, it's very rewarding. So besides preparing you for active duty, in this program you will learn a lot of life skills, which you can actually use in your career field if you decide not to stay in the program. One of the skills is time management. As you'll soon learn, there will be a lot of time constraints you have to meet and time hacks, so make sure that you stay on top of that. Also, there'll be lots of things going on. You have school, you have classes, so you have jobs, and then you have your responsibilities here at the detachment. So you will learn how to manage your time effectively so you can make all your appointments. That leads me to priorities. You will have to learn to prioritize all the things that you have to get done. And by the end of the semester, hopefully all of you will be doing that very well. Last but not least, you will learn how to perform under adverse conditions, which basically means how to perform under stress. It is easy to sit in the classroom and just learn something and take a test and think that you actually know the subject. It is very different to be put under a stressful situation and still retain all the information. So you'll be given a chance to lead under stress. Of course, it's not as bad as being shot at war, but we'll try to stimulate some kind of stress so you guys can learn how to keep a cool head, how to retain all the information that you know, and how to lead under stress. All right, so next we'll talk about consequences and repercussions. We all make mistakes. The GMC make mistakes, the POC make mistakes. Cadre, very rarely. So, if you're doing something wrong, if your uniform is not right, if you're marching, you're flying to the wall or the bushes, first of all, you'll receive a warning. So at this point, it's up to you to use that warning and make sure that you don't make the same mistake again. If you commit the same mistake again, you will receive a memorandum of record, which is basically a memo stating that you have been told not to do something and you did it again. If you get, I think 3 of these MFRs, you will be counseled by your supervisor, which for most of you is your flight commander. Now, remember that your flight commander is not the only person who can give you correct corrections, warnings, and the MFRs. So if another POC corrects you, take in the criticism and use it to better yourself. I'll be keeping track of all the MFRs, and if you get too many of them, you will be seeing me as well. Could I get a cadet to stand up and say the honor code?
Let's go, FTP. Everyone should be raising their hand.
Madam Cadet Fosher, Charlie Flight, who will not lie, steal or cheat, and follow everyone this annual do does.
Very good, sit down. All right, so all of you should have know this and should have heard this before now, and you all should know what lying, stealing, and cheating means, but I'll just go over them in meaning so there's no room for error. So lie is an intentional false statement. Now sometimes we do get the wrong information and you can pass that on, but without the intention. So lie is actually when you mean to give out the wrong information. Stealing is to take without permission and without the intention to return it. Cheating is to act dishonestly or unfairly in order to gain an advantage. So usually when you think of cheating, you think of cheating on a test, or like a PT test, asking your partner to maybe add a push-up or two. That is not acceptable. It's very black and white, there's no gray in between. We as cadets do not do these things. And also please note that it says, nor tolerate among us anyone who does. So that means if you see somebody lying, cheating, or stealing, and you don't say anything, you're just as bad as them. Sometimes it is hard to speak up because they might be your friend or someone that you're close to, but you have to remember that you're doing them a favor as well by talking to them and letting them know that it's wrong what they're doing. And the reason why we have an honor code is because you'll be working very closely with people sitting next to you. So we have to have a place where we can go and trust each other and know that somebody has our back. We have to know that people are not going to lie to us, steal from us, or cheat. So that is why we have the honor code. So make sure that you guys remember that, and not just remember, but also live by it as well. And this can be applied to other career fields as well. If you decide not to stay in the program, if you live by this, you'll be a better citizen and a better person. All right, so in summary, I went over the intro to ROTC, the consequences and repercussions, and the honor code. This concludes my briefing. Are there any questions?